Well, Matt's retarded.
Word rhymes.
We've been sitting for 2 hours and
I also
45
feel like
minutes.
the music went longer than ever there.
Don't you all want to stand up with me? Yeah, come on, let's loosen up.
I was kind of hoping we would
There we
stand
go.
up.
I feel like
I
my
did that
stand-up
just to
would
fuck
fall
with
over.
broadcast.
So how much did we beat the record by?
Like 15 minutes.
It was a pretty
that's not bad.
sizable
Oh, really?
amount.
I'd say the record was like 233, 235.
Well,
That was like 245.
Here's the good news. It only took 15 minutes to solve racism.
It's
Yeah,
certainly-
no.
Guys,
it took-
racism is over.
it took-
Oh my
To
god.
be fair,
Fit in
going
it.
by me, it took about 45 minutes to solve racism.
I'm sorry I talk so long, Michael. I have a lot of shit to say.
Don't be sorry.
She's
You know,
got
I'll just
20
notice
years?
space you out on the episodes.
There you go. Yeah,
22, 20, 21? You graduated college at 21?
I'm sorry I talked so
Congrats.
long.
Thanks. When am I supposed to graduate?
I mean,
college?
you graduated from
Well, that's pretty.
Big Blue, but
22, I imagine, is what he's saying.
Nobody's
Is like
fucking
an
perfect.
average.
It depends on when you go into school.
Yeah.
That that whole.
I went in at 17. And
No, I'm talking about.
Oh.
No, it goes
did the
further
same
back
thing.
than that.
So when I moved from New York to Texas, they just retested me and said I wasn't with any of my friends. Obviously, I moved from a different state, so they're like,
Right.
well, you can go to 3rd grade if you want to.
Oh.
I'm sorry,
There you go.
4th grade. I skipped 3rd grade, so I went from 2nd to 4th. And I was like, when I graduated from high school, I had just turned 17, but I had a fucking wicked combination because I was a late bloomer too, and I was younger than everybody. So I was like in 9th grade, I was like 4'11", and then I didn't hit puberty until I was a junior, so it was a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, I'm a summer baby because my birthday's July 8th, so I was always the youngest in my class. We in elementary school, you always celebrate your birthday. People bring cupcakes, and then I never got my birthday celebrated.
Yeah, but you get the summer party. That's
Yeah,
the
there was
best.
always a summer birthday party.
Fucking pool parties.
Yep,
Fuck
at
that.
the end of the year.
July
they always
birthday.
Had, July birthday. So
Come to my pool, bitch.
I guess I graduated. That's young. Is 21 young?
Yes.
Yes,
21 young to
20,
graduate?
That's
21 is
nominal.
young to graduate.
Oh,
I mean,
well,
21, 22.
21, 22 is that's normal.
I find it
Right,
weird to
but
be
that's
21.
you say
with a career.
normal. Nominal is not normal at this day and age.
Fair, yeah.
Most people don't graduate in 4 years.
If you
They
do a
take,
4-year
like,
program
5.
and you go right after
Well,
high
You
school,
do a
that
4-year
would-
program and take 5 years because you suck.
Technically, I was gonna be
Yeah.
5 years.
So
A lot.
what's your degree?
Theater and then computer animation. I went to Full Sail after I went to Georgia Southern.
Oh, it's right. I think I knew that you went to Full Sail. We
Yeah.
had a whole conversation.
You blacked
on the,
it out.
Podcast, but she went to college. You did not go to college.
God, no.
You went through an apprenticeship.
Barely graduated high school.
Yo, I wish
I did
go
not
to
step a
college.
foot in high school senior year.
Get the fuck out
Not a
of here.
single day.
How'd you do that?
I just didn't go.
Oh, you're just an asshole.
Yeah, I was like,
Listen,
I'll
I'm
see
with
you at
Michael.
graduation.
And they
Academia
gave you a
sucks.
degree.
Where's
well, they
Ashley?
gave me a diploma, not a
Ashley,
degree.
so
Well,
Ashley didn't go to
please.
university either. Ashley was
See-
the sexiest gamer.
The last time I ever went to my high school was to take
Come here.
my senior year photo for the yearbook
Uh-huh.
because
Nice.
normally they do it in October for like freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. Freshmen. They do it in October.
That's
but
one of the things I gave Jesus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, freshman.
For seniors, they do it before the school year starts. So school year for me would start in September. So they did senior pictures in like July or August. So I went in to get my senior picture before the school year started, and then I just never went.
See, academia to me is actually the most fucking annoying thing ever because you guys offered me the job in September and I was like, God,
did.
I'm done.
That is true.
Fuck college, right? And my parents were like, what do you mean fuck college?
I think it all worked out pretty well though.
Well, because I had to
Did it,
switch.
though?
I had to switch majors. I'm still not done. I still technically have classes to take online because I had to piece out
Young
early
lady,
to
what's
get
wrong
here.
with you?
Bernie, excuse
Finish
you.
your
You go
Oh, she
online
was
right
pissed.
now.
She was just saying she was done, and now she's
no,
not
so I
done. Let's-
graduated.
Whoa,
I
whoa.
So what
graduated.
you're saying
What
is
did
you
we
don't have a
hire
degree.
here?
I
Right.
have like 5 credits left to take. Of
Oh,
general
so
That's a lot.
it sounds like you're 5 credits
That's-
By the
from
way,
a
that's
degree.
2 classes.
I want to prepare you for something.
Yeah.
That the situation you're describing.
Yeah.
I am now 20 years out of college.
Uh-huh.
God, that's horrifying to say.
Uh-huh.
I still have dreams that I have like 3 credits left. To
Oh,
this
yeah.
fucking day.
Oh, yeah.
I
Man.
wake up in the middle of the
You
night
know who doesn't?
saying to myself, you know what? I don't need a degree.
What's a
I'm
credit?
not going back to school.
You need,
It's
like,
I have
50
a degree.
credits.
Why am I having
Yeah.
these
Yeah,
dreams?
500
and the thing
credits.
about it is I think the only person in my class, especially being an acting major, fresh out of school with a job, and so I feel like I'm here, and then
welcome.
it's yes, fighting
Take
the
full credit for it.
fighting the oh no, I don't need to finish that 5 credits to get that fucking stupid piece of paper that doesn't mean goddamn shit. No, I should do it because my parents will be proud of me. No, but it's a fucking bullshit piece of paper. Who fucking cares? I have a job right now. No, but my parents will be proud of me.
But when you
It is
lose
and it
this
isn't,
job,
yeah.
you want the paper.
I'm sorry,
Right.
is there
Just
something
saying.
that you don't know about?
It's just, I mean,
Yeah.
That paper is really useful
Welcome to
for
the real
all kinds
world.
of things that have nothing to do
Yeah.
Oh no,
with
that's the thing.
the actual degree.
I know
like,
it is, but also I'm an actor. What casting director goes, oh, you got a BFA from the University of Michigan? I'm so gonna
Well,
hire
I mean,
you."
I guess
Wait
maybe if you
until
went to
go
Juilliard
overseas and
or.
tried to get a visa.
Oh,
Like, for me,
yeah,
trying
that's a
to
good
move
call.
over-
what if you're in like a horrific accident and
It's
your
just like a
face
box
is
you
scarred
check
and
on
you
a
have to
form.
wear a
It's definitely
mask
a box
like
you check
Darth
on
Vader?
a form, and like
Yeah.
I'm gonna get them this summer. I'm registering for summer classes, and I'll get it in like a few months. It's not that bad, and they send it to my parents. My friend who had 5 majors, and got honors, has not even hung up her fucking
Look at
degree.
you were
She
So here's the
doesn't
deal.
care.
You weren't
This,
even in
this
the
is one of the
camera.
worst
I
things
was,
about
I was,
college.
I was mentally trying
Is
to
the
make it
moment,
happen.
and Ryan can probably back this up. The moment you graduate from college, the moment you're done, you walk across that stage. Your GPA, no one will ever care
No
about
one
your
cares.
GPA.
No
No
one
one
gives a
asks. No one has ever
Nobody
asked
cares
you
what the fuck
GPA
your degree's in.
No.
in
They
most
just
cases.
don't care.
I mean,
Unless
no,
it's in political
obviously.
science.
Obviously,
Then
yeah.
they really
But that's
don't
what's
care.
so
Like, get
hilarious
outta
about it
here.
is
Yeah,
like
then they're
I
like,
knew
you
that
go to
the whole
college.
time that no one gives
Oh,
a
great! I need
solitary
someone to
fuck.
cook me some fries.
But what if I
That's all I
want to get a
learned
communications
from not going.
degree?
Well, there's a lot of people
Well,
who have
there you
communications degrees
go.
done very well. For
Then
themselves.
you're
Oh, Matt
Andy.
has a communication degree?
Yeah, it's a RTF degree, so it's the Department of Communications.
Well,
Was that radio,
Matt
television?
aside, because he's a very driven and professional individual, I always heard
Wow,
that was
look
the
at that fucking
degree for
recovery
people
there.
who had like
Ooh.
no idea what they wanted to major
Pay
in.
attention, people.
I thought that was
at home.
psychology.
That's
See,
Yeah,
right.
you
again,
get
that was I
psychology
heard that
degree,
was
you don't know what
political
you wanna do.
science.
Oh, really?
That's just
What?
Or-
what
or-
does political science mean?
I don't know exactly.
That
That's
doesn't mean
science of
anything.
exactly.
politics.
That's from where
That's a question
where I'm
everybody's thought
from.
about it.
People that went to college then did nothing. They were like, I'm a
It's,
political
it's
science.
the science of shafting.
So it means I'm in college.
I thought that was the gen ed degree.
Yeah,
Or,
that too.
or psychology was the degree that you got when you didn't know what you wanted to do.
Or
I
business.
We were talking
English.
on the
think.
podcast.
Hey, I was an English major
What is
before
your
I was an acting
chocolate?
major.
And you changed
That's a little
for
skull.
a
There
reason.
you go.
That's true, I
Oh,
did.
cool.
I was gonna be
You
an
want
English-
some? It's.
Like, it's got a
I
death
think it's
face.
Jaeger.
It does.
Oh fuck no.
I didn't drink it yet. So this is the post show.
Hey,
Oh,
We haven't
hi.
mentioned it. It might be called Last Call. Might not be.
that's a good idea.
Yeah, Patrick kept saying it, so I think
I'm
he came
so
up with
mad.
it.
So one of my favorite things to do is torment Jeff at meetings
Yeah.
with alternate names for heroes and half-wits.
Okay.
Because we went through like 1,000 names trying
Right.
to come up with a name for it.
Yeah.
And Jeff finally was like, it's called heroes and half-wits. Everyone please just shut the fuck up. And I'm like, oh no, how about this? My favorite was, I wanted to call it, because Gus is on it, I wanted to call it G&G. Done Jeff and Dragus. So it's always like all these terrible names.
That's horrible.
Pretty great,
And
actually.
anytime anyone mentions it in email
pretty
and
good.
Jeff's on the chain, I'm like, I give him a list of like
I'm gonna
another
mention that.
6 different names.
I'm gonna mention that one.
That's not
Done
related
Jeff
to naming
and
shows either.
Done
Drag
Jeff
Us?
and Drag Us.
That's really good.
You also can't wait to suggest 5 more restaurants after everyone's decided where to eat.
It is a problem
so
that I
this
have.
Is,
Wow,
this is a
I
thing.
would
that
So
you
not
Are we
wanna
calling
go
a couple
there.
stuff? So here's why.
Oh.
So we were talking about Game of Thrones today.
Oh, dick.
Just drink.
So Ashley and I
Dick.
watch Game of Thrones religiously, and
like on.
We,
like,
and
you
we've
go to
gone back.
church?
We're starting to watch from the beginning again. Everyone's so baby, and they're alive. It's amazing.
Yeah,
So-
and like, is the production value like way less?
no,
Actually, they got some cool stuff in
they
there.
spent a lot of money in the
Really?
first season.
Everybody just looks weird,
it up.
like
Do you like the white
fucking
shots?
Tyrion.
White shots.
Yeah.
He likes the white shots.
Yeah, well, Tyrion's blonde like he is in the book.
And he's like totally clean shaven.
Yeah,
Also,
they-
why
It's like a
doesn't
little
Dany have
baby.
purple eyes like she does in the books?
Right,
That
that's
bothers
fucked up.
Like, that's
Hair
contacts.
contacts
I
are
have purple
easy.
contacts. Like, come on.
How hard is it?
It's not
How
hard,
hard
at all.
is it?
I put them in.
Right.
Like,
You don't have her eyeballs though. You don't know, okay?
Or
you're not
CGI.
Emily
Whoa,
Clark.
whoa, whoa!
fucking-
It's dangerous though. Did you see that report the other day? The kid that's gonna lose an eye because of those contacts.
well, that's
No,
if you're a
what?
dumbass.
So, well,
Don't
no,
be
it's like
dumbass.
his
Don't be a dumbass.
girlfriend or something was using hairspray nearby. Apparently, hairspray on a contact going in your eye, you don't keep the eye.
It, like, melts.
Let
That's the
cosplayers
spoiler
know,
alert.
God damn, that's
What?
all we do is
Yeah, watch
hairspray
out for
contacts.
hairspray and special contacts.
Yeah, spray hairspray on aerosol hairspray on styrofoam. It'll like just eats right through it.
That's
It's
cool.
Same with nail
Let's
polish.
But we
Quit.
put it on our
Ouch.
hair because
Because
Smart.
volume.
Because
It
you
eats
don't
right
have
through it.
styrofoam
There was
for
a
hair.
life hack that somebody put online, which is like, if you want, do you have a bunch of styrofoam? Here's how to get rid of it. Get a gallon container, fill it with water, and then put a layer of acetone on the top of it or a nail polish remover, and then just melt styrofoam into it. It's like, what the fuck are you gonna do with that water when you're done? It's like you have this like liquid styrofoam sludge.
You know what I do
So
with
you go put it in
styrofoam?
the dead part of your yard.
snow.
I put it in the garbage.
That's the solution.
I
Dig a
like
bucket
that
hole.
idea. Feed it to your enemies.
So when we watch Game of Thrones, inevitably we have the discussion: who's hot on Game of Thrones? Who's the
course.
hottest chick?
This is
Who's
a
the hottest
discussion he
guy?
has.
Of course.
Everybody.
No, you both have it according to
Everybody's
you.
Right.
hot.
It's not a
So we have
conversation.
the hottest
if
girl
only one
discussion.
person
It's a
says
big
it.
debate and everything. Then we have the
Dany.
hottest guy discussion.
Khal Drogo.
Although
Mika,
I mean,
to watch her avoid Khal Drogo, like in the discussion, is
Really?
it's because it's been so long. Like,
See,
does he
so-
still count?
He counts. He counts.
I mean-
oh, those abs and those pecs. Oh, they
right
count.
until
Lazy
he got
eye.
his nipple cut off
Kinda
and then
counts.
rotted to death.
But if you had to pick,
Yeah,
a
you
dude
saw it.
on the show who's as polar opposite of me physically, you would probably pick Khal Drago. And she's like, you know who's kind of hot is that Jorah Mormont and the Onion Knight.
She
And I'm
didn't like do it.
you
I
don't
I
love
love
really
it.
the
know
Onion
Onion
like-
Knight. The Onion Knight is like one of my favorite people in the entire world. His character makes him very attractive.
Here's the thing. You can tell me the
He has a
truth.
lot of
Who do you
character.
really find the hottest on Game of
I'll
Thrones?
plug my ears.
Probably Jamie.
Lannister?
Really?
I'm agreed.
Why
He's fucking
not?
hot
I
as
was
shit.
yawning.
See, I have to go with
He's
John.
Who's your hottest dude?
I said,
John, if he wasn't such a whiny little bitch, I'd be on board.
So-
but I just
Oh,
don't
he's
want
a
to
whiny
like.
bitch.
I
How
don't
about
want
Kit
to braid his
Harington?
hair for him.
Kit Harington is the hottest.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
he hasn't been in the show in a long time. I don't know if he still holds up, but back when he was in the show, I liked the that other Baratheon kid.
Ooh, Renly.
Oh, really?
No,
Renly,
no,
oh
no,
no,
no, no,
you
no,
think
not
you're talking
Renly.
about bastard. You're talking
The
about
bastard,
Gendry.
Gendry. There you go.
Really?
Yeah.
I found him weird.
No,
No, he was a
the
cutie
fucking
pie.
Melisandre
I mean-
is like, oh,
Look,
fuck
the
you.
distance
Who's hot as
between
shit?
weird and hot.
Okay,
real
I'll
thin.
give you, but I
There's
don't
so
know.
many hot
I didn't
chicks,
find them-
and they have-
There are so
Everybody
many hot
had
chicks.
such perky boobs.
Right
I
now,
know, right? I feel like
Marjorie's still pretty up there. She's
Ooh.
pretty hot.
So let me ask you a question, because one of the topics on the Off Topic podcast was like prejudice and like people coming in with like loaded opinions.
Loaded
Soap
some things
boxes.
anyway.
Yeah, do you feel that the reaction to the Melisandre thing that
Yeah.
happened this season when she took off her necklace,
Uh-huh.
like everyone kind of went nuts on social media about like, oh, I saw old lady boobs and all that stuff. It's like, I thought like that was like a little over the top. It's still like a person, you know? It's,
You made me look at old lady boobs.
people were upset by
I wasn't
it.
really
Yeah, people were
concerned about
upset.
the old lady boobs. I was just more of like, oh, like in a reaction to the character.
Yeah,
sure.
I think it was a mix of the reaction to the character and also like I don't know. There's the weird thing about like there's the perfect age to see naked. Like you don't want to see child boobs and you don't want to see old lady boobs.
Speak for look.
Dude, I don't
Do
know.
you think though, like, of course, the
Have
show
another beer.
people like that was a shock element for them. They put that in there intentionally to be shocking.
Yeah.
Kind of like Wart Dick.
Wart Dick was
It
shocking.
Yeah.
was there specifically to shock.
I think that people took
I
it out
mean-
of context. They thought, "Oh, you're being prejudiced against. You're being ageist," but it was really like
Yes,
she
thank
took.
you.
It was like you're being ageist. It's like no, the perky boobs turned into not perky all of a sudden with a necklace. I am shocked.
I mean,
think
for
that's
me,
what
it was
it
more
was.
just like, again, I didn't give a fuck if you like just have some old lady and take her tits out, but it's like that. I didn't know that was an old lady. That
Yeah,
was the
that's
shock
what the
there.
shock was.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wasn't at all like, oh, I can't believe you made me watch this. It's like, no. What could I have done to myself over this woman over the last several years? And now I'm learning a lot of things about myself.
I'm
Yeah.
super tempted to sign up for
It's
that
like-
religion because
it's like
all
when
their
you-
priestesses are hot as shit.
It's
Right,
kind
can
of
I have
like,
one of
They
well,
also
like
all
with
have
the
the
necklace,
necklaces.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
It's
take,
kind
I'll
of
take
like
it. I'll wear it. I'll wear
that. That moment.
Sign me up for a necklace.
It was
I
cool
am
looking
down.
anyway.
Look,
Yeah.
here's the you don't want that though, because here's what happens: is you
You
go to
gotta
the
burn
airport
people,
and they're
whatever.
like, take all your shit off, and then
Here's-
the TSA does
Ma'am,
not.
we need you to take your necklace off. No, no, I can't.
I was
I'm sorry.
like,
And you're like,
listen.
look, you don't want me to do that.
Right.
Seriously.
Just get pre-checked.
Melisandre was hot. She looked great. We had a great history. But I feel like I got burned like with the Hanson kids all over again. Like they're boys.
They should have put that on the cover.
Once you find out, there's no going back.
Yeah,
You know,
that
whatever
is
you
tough.
said or
So
did
now every
before
time
that.
she takes her tits out, you're like, I know what those are.
Right, exactly.
I know what those
yeah.
are.
You know?
At least
They're
you
not
get
up there.
dicks. We don't
Yeah,
ever get
they're-
dicks. Except Wart
Swinging
dicks.
low.
I was
Sweet
telling the story on the
chariot.
podcast
I've
about
not
not a
seen
lot of
any of
dicks.
this, so all I get is the description. So Wart Dick and Swinging Low
Yeah.
is already.
They were-
It
they
was
were-
like
to
the
be fair-
boobs were like up here,
To be
and
fair-
then she took
They were
them off,
like-
and it was
they were
like
here.
Yeah,
she
but
was
they-
already
It was full
topless.
frontal,
They-
too. Like,
she-
they backed
Oh,
off
we
that
saw
camera.
old lady vag.
Dude,
And so
however
straight
old
up.
that lady was, though, she didn't look bad.
Not at
No,
all.
she held up
Not at
well?
all.
Okay.
like
you know, just
180.
like from Melisandre, I don't want this.
Right.
Don't go from here and then go, surprise, I'm really this. Like
You're
ult-
appealing to a different demographic.
It's like the ultimate Mission Impossible. Like she pulled her face off and then her body.
You're
I'm
saying-
like, stop, leave it on.
It was the juxtaposition. that
Yeah,
threw you
yeah,
off.
yeah, yeah. It was like, oh, okay.
Like if this old
no, no.
If this old lady was an established character that got naked often, I feel like we'd be like, oh, it's her taking off her clothes.
Go
again.
for it, old
God
lady.
bless her for it.
No,
Yeah,
no
exactly. As you
problem
do.
here.
As
As
Game
you
of
do.
Thrones.
Right.
Good for
Well,
you.
she's
getting
also
naked.
Dutch. Not to offend the Dutch, but y'all are kind of slutty. So.
Oh, like the actual actress? Is she
Yeah.
Dutch? The old
people,
bird?
and she's
people haven't
gorgeous.
picked up on the podcast whenever we mention like a country or a city.
Yeah.
I say that city or that country. I go, that sucks. Everybody
Yeah.
knows it sucks.
Yeah.
And it's like the people are like, Bernie said Sweden sucks this week. It's like I say every country sucks
Well,
every time
now
I
you
hear
But
it.
now you said Sweden, though.
I've spoiled it before and people still don't get it. Sweden sucks, by the way. Sorry to tell you. Sweden is where Dutch people are from, right?
I think so.
Wait.
Yeah, but
Is that where
I
Game of
noticed that
Thrones
there's
is
some
from?
actresses though on Game of Thrones who are just like, even in like season 6 when their contracts have been renewed, they're like, I don't care, I'll get naked. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Well, it's been a really long time since we saw Daenerys' tits.
Fuck
I
yeah!
thought that was off
When
the
we
table.
saw
I did too.
Everybody thought it was off the table. That's why I was so
excited.
on the table.
She walked out, and I was just like, Danny Boo!
No, see, but here's
Good to
what
see the
happened though.
ladies again.
Here's what
It's so
happened
good to
though,
see
because
them.
they burned me before with the whole fucking
Dragon from the badge?
No,
What? When she first came
not
out of
like
the
an
fire,
actual burn.
She put like a dragon in front of her badge, and I was like, I want to see it though.
Yeah. I more meant like the Cersei walk of shame when you're like, oh, she's doing the walk of shame, but then it's totally not her. It's
It was
CGI.
CGI.
It's
Totally not
somebody
her.
else.
Yeah.
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 See?
It was not great CGI.
Yeah. No.
I
Yeah.
was
The reason
so-
it was,
busy
it was
so-
like original scene.
Daenerys, they get to that, and it's like boobs. I'm like, is it you? Is it her? Who is it? Is it her? Look it up. And so I'm like in the episode, like, did she get naked in this episode? Is it her? I go, it's her. It's good. It's good.
I can appreciate
And
the
then it's
boobs
also
now.
like they really sell on that fact because they hold on it for about 7 or 8 minutes.
It
and
was
they're like, and then
great.
boobs and boobs and boobs.
So they had an argument that
While we got you
they went
here.
CGI because it was an emotional scene.
No.
That was her reasoning, was that she needed to focus on.
Yeah, her reasoning is bullshit.
Yeah, her
is what
reasoning
it
is
is. She didn't
bullshit.
want to take her
Lena
tits
Headey?
out. Is what
Yeah.
happened.
She
Well, no,
said-
look, maybe her face is a great actor, but her boobs are
She
not.
said, like,
Yeah.
I needed to focus on the walk of shame being this emotional scene, so they put her sad face on someone else's perky tits and had the perky tits do the walk of shame while she was emoting.
So
Yeah. You feel like it'd be more emotional if you were naked doing
and
it.
getting pelted.
You
with
know what I
stuff.
say? Fair
Yeah.
play.
Yeah.
You know, it's the whole thing's a construction. They're not in fucking medieval Westeros or whatever the hell.
Don't
time
stop,
Aren't they,
stop,
though?
Stop spoiling it.
Yeah, don't ruin the illusion for the rest of us.
yeah, God,
Okay.
Bernie, it exists.
You guys are talking about the CGI and all that shit. I'm saying it just, it's totally fine. I would
You
do
don't
the same
fly to
thing.
Westeros
Just
for
fucking,
vacations?
you
I
know.
do.
What is Westeros? Is Westeros like Middle Earth, where it's like, or like Star Wars, where it's like
far, far
independent
away.
time? Yeah, like.
I don't think he's ever, at least in the books that I read, it
it's
never
not
really hinted that it was
Is it not Earth?
tied to
though?
Earth at all.
Yeah.
He's never
Earth.
hinted on it, but he's never specifically said that it isn't.
It's
Yeah.
a fantasy world.
It's just he's
Yeah.
been kind of ambiguous. I just assumed it could be Earth,
It was
but it could
never
be a
like
long time
I
Western
ago.
assume that
Europe
it's
or
an
something.
Earth-like planet.
Yes.
You know, one of the fun
You think
things
this could be a
do.
reveal where somebody
mean, it
falls
could.
out of a closet and they're like, I'm in Idaho.
It could be.
Some of the
It'd
fun
be
things
really
talking
weird.
to Gavin about like the jobs he's had in the past, where it's like he worked on movie sets, and he's a pretty closed-mouthed guy. He's a pretty private dude. Like he doesn't give away information, especially when he doesn't think he's supposed
He's a
to.
horrible gossip. It's the worst.
But like,
Yeah,
he
he
was
does
like
a
he
little.
was-
He won't say anything.
when he was
How dare.
17, he I think 17 or 18, he had a shoot where Kate Moss, who's like the most well-known model in all of the UK, she had to go topless in it, and she like takes off her shirt and hands it to Gavin like off camera,
Lucky
and he's
boy.
like taking Kate Moss's shirt like an 18-year-old kid. He's just sitting there. It's like, can you fucking imagine that? And then he worked in the Dread movie, and I asked him, I go, were you at the scene where like what's her name, Lena Headey? Is
Yeah.
He's in the bath.
Lena Headey's in the bath naked. He's like, well, I'm not sure if I should say. I'm like, you were fucking there. weren't you?"
Yeah, he
And
wouldn't
that
have
is
said
why
it.
he got the testicular torsion.
You would too. You would too. It would happen to the best of us. I just can't imagine that. Like, what would that be if, like, it's like the equivalent of, Kate Moss in the U.S. would be like Cindy Crawford or something like that. Or,
That's the
Kate
thing.
Upton.
If Khal Drogo decides to actually drop his pants, I'll be there.
Now we're talking about
I
Khal
will support
Drago.
him.
I
When
will
I ask
support-
who's the hottest guy in
might-
Game of Thrones,
he
we're all
might-
like
I
onion
was
knight.
talking
Look.
about Khal
He
Drogo
might
there
need
or
you-
lack thereof earlier.
He might
As long
need you to
as she
take his
doesn't-
pants in Aquaman.
That's true.
There
And,
you
and as
go.
long as
You
she's
know
not like, you know what, my favorite Stargate is Atlantis.
And then you're out.
And then that's the one he was in.
Khal Drogo was in
Drogo
that?
was
I did not watch
Now
it.
we're
He
gonna
just-
have to fucking watch Stargate Atlantis.
See, Ryan,
You're
your
welcome.
your
Thanks.
nerd levels crossed the like hot guy levels.
His
by,
character name
it was
was
too far.
Ronan.
Does
Yeah.
he get naked?
Ronan.
Yeah, probably not in Stargate. I'm gonna say
that's
no.
jumping out
Well,
to
then
me.
there's no fucking point.
But most of the
Is
time
the
he's
story
Not
wearing
just
jumping
eyebrow.
out to me.
Is the scar in his eyebrow real?
I
The
don't
what?
Or
know.
is that a Khal Drogo affectation?
I don't
The what?
The scar in his
I've,
eyebrow.
I've seen
That's
him in
probably
interviews. I don't
not
think it's
real.
I don't
Once
recall
again, I
him
gotta
having.
point out, she didn't mention Khal Drogo once in the discussion. Now she's like scar in the eyebrow and all this shit.
Oh,
She's like, down to
there's
detail.
a
I
scar. I thought you
Yeah,
said
yeah.
star. I was like, did
Have
he
you
bedazzle
seen
himself for this
his
role? or-
tattoos though?
All right.
They're
Let's-
so
the ones
cool.
for
Fucking
Aquaman?
No, for like
down.
Do you remember?
It's him. Like
do you
they
remember?
cover it up in real life. He has like really cool sleeves, and he's super hot.
So wait, they're re-tattooing him for Aquaman?
What's
I
his
think
name?
they use his regular tattoos
Khal
for Aquaman. Jason
Drogo.
Momoa.
Okay.
Jason Momoa.
What was the name of
Oh, I
that
know his
guy
name.
We're
from
so good.
Australia
I know his
that
name.
looked like Nathan Drake?
Are you talking about?
Oh, that I went off on the podcast.
Oh, that's my friend Jamie.
Ashley's
Wait,
friend.
is he single? Because I want a Nathan Drake in my life.
He's like,
he is now.
It's like this.
Stammering.
Like
That's what you get to start.
She's stammering.
Yeah.
You get a lot of arms if you're in
I'm not
he
about
basically
Stargate
looks
him.
like Space Drogo.
Yeah,
Space
but, well, I mean,
Space
how do you think he got the role?
But have you seen Aquaman him? Aquaman
I mean,
him
I've seen
is hot.
the
problem
poster
is they-
and like a half fucking second in a computer monitor in the movie when
Yeah,
they're
it
like,
was a
look, he's
horrible
introduced to the
introduction.
universe
Yeah,
now.
we needed full dick. That's all we need in DC.
That's how he propels himself.
That's usually how they fire into a DC movie. Full dick.
That's the propeller.
That's
That's
the
how he
D
gets
and D
He's
around.
gonna
stands
start
for
on
his dick.
Aquaman's dick, and then it swims away.
Aquaman versus pants. Aquaman wins.
I
It really
would.
changes
Maybe
the
that's
tenor of
his
that
propeller.
scene. Now
That's
she's
his
just
propeller,
looking at
that's how he
porn
flies
on her
through
little
the water.
laptop
He
there.
swims backwards.
His dick propels him through the water. I'd watch it.
Wow.
What a great post show.
So what's your record for the post show?
This is the first one.
Oh shit.
Oh, you never done
Oh.
one before?
Yeah,
so
no.
we should set
This
a
is
lower
the
record.
inaugural.
Yeah.
Really don't
Inaugural.
Beat it.
An inaugural.
Inaugural.
This is an inaugural.
Again, with
Here's
the
what
Stop with the soda.
I do like the post show. I do like setting the tradition of standing up during
Sure,
the
I'm
show.
Yeah.
okay with that.
It's like-
You gotta
fuck
stretch.
you, everyone who's really
Get the
drunk.
blood
Now you
flowing,
gotta stand.
you know?
Can this be like yoga? We just have like someone come in and like stretch us out.
I mean, does someone stretch you out in yoga,
Oh, yeah,
or are you describing a chiropractor?
No,
No.
usually.
I mean, they'll help you
Not a
if you're doing
chiropractor.
really bad.
They'll stretch you out.
but
No, they
you up.
just, they
Like
just
they'll
put your
lean on
shit
you.
back
There's,
where it
yeah,
goes.
but they
usually during like
go like
child
that.
Their
pose,
bones.
there's
They
the,
grab
like,
you, though.
instructors
Yeah.
that lean over you and like stretch out your back.
Yeah, they'll like lean, like add more body weight or
Yeah,
something.
to like
Stretch
really
me out,
stretch
Ryan.
you.
Never
Stretch
happened
me
to me
out.
during
You know,
yoga.
yeah.
Stretch
I think
me
it's
out.
only
That's
hot
because you
girls.
went to
All right, now
two
do
yoga
cow
classes,
dances
and
with
they
the
did
moon.
help
Stretch
you
me
out.
out,
They
Ryan.
gave you a mat.
Stretch me out. Oh, he's gonna do it.
Stretch me out. Ah.
Go more. Go more. It hurts, but it feels good. Oh, this is. Let's do this every post show.
If
We
you
used to
have
have
a
to do this in
Tumblr
football,
account,
yeah,
now
this
is
is
the time
the
to print screen. Fan art will be based on that for years to come.
We're not doing anything today, right? Okay.
How many?
We're it.
Michael,
Thank
you have
God.
a
No one
stream
else
at
is
4.
here.
Oh God, I got to stream in 45
yeah.
minutes. I'll do it for.
Wait,
about-
is it seriously
Pardon me,
45
Jeff
minutes?
came in and
Yeah.
like hijacked the
Shit,
podcast
at
for 20 minutes while he rolled dice.
I'll do it. I'll do it for like 30 minutes.
There you go.
People are gonna
All
see
right.
that dice rolling. They're gonna see it in the title sequence for that show, and they're gonna be like, "That was it. That's like."
That was it.
Fucking Christ.
Guess what?
man.
That's how a lot of those little scenes are
Yeah.
in trailers and whatnot.
Yeah.
Is
When
somebody
they like-
sitting there for 20 minutes going,
Just get it right.
fuck,
They're gonna
for a
pick up
2 second.
shot. Yeah, for
Well, 1 second.
rolling
In the middle of the
dice.
podcast?
In the middle of the podcast.
Well, they needed the table. I mean,
I mean, it
clearly.
makes sense. It makes
Yeah.
perfect sense.
Sure.
In a way.
Mika is so young; she has a sidewards driver's license.
Listen.
What?
Oh
I
damn,
do.
you ain't gotten a new one
Shut
yet?
up! I'm getting a Texas
Oh,
one.
that's how they know that you're
Yeah.
underage.
I'm getting it. I'm not underage. I'm getting
But
a
I mean,
Texas
that's
one.
literally how
Yeah.
they know, though. 'cause
Every
it's
time
shaped
I
like
went
that.
to a casino in Detroit for like last week of school.
Did you really?
That sounds
Yeah.
awful.
I
Wow.
did. It was actually really fun.
Really?
It was horrible and fun at the same time. It was some of the best Italian food I've ever had in my life at Wolfgang Puck's Italian place.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I was smelled of smoke and
He's
I
the guy that
wanted
makes
to
those
die.
little kiosks in the airport.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
like
But
the Kmart of
I,
restaurants.
it was like my friend and I, we both had the vertical licenses, and we handed them to the guys, and they scanned them. They blacklighted them. They're like, "What's your date of birth? What's your address?" Like, they're trying to quiz us, and we were just like, "Listen, we're both 21. We just want to go to a casino, gamble a little bit, have some Italian food, and leave. We were not trying
Doesn't hold
to
up.
fuck you over." And finally, we got through like, I guess you're you. I guess this is real. I thought they were gonna start biting down on it like a fucking fake doubloon or
DNA
something.
test.
Yeah.
No, it's a real
All right,
deal though. I
penis
mean,
cup.
think about a casino.
Penis cup.
Think if a casino lost their liquor license, that they're done at that point.
That's
you
true.
know? Half the reason why people gamble is because you're feeding them free drinks.
But it's like,
anyway.
how many
Yeah,
people go up to you and go,
free
"What's your address?" Like, I started stuttering because I just was so thrown off by it.
Well, don't be
I
fucking
had-
having a
well,
fucking vertical
I had
license.
an issue after E3 last year.
Oh my God.
Like, this is Thursday. We're walking to dinner, and someone stole my wallet out of my handbag.
Jeez.
So, and it had all my, it was my wallet, so I had my credit cards, it had like all identification. I had to fucking fly home the next day.
Yeah.
So I had to go to the TSA, and they put me through like just the most insane interrogation, and they're like, well, your parents' names, their addresses, like your old addresses, their birthdays, all this stuff. I was like,
Jesus.
oh
How
God,
does
I don't
the
know.
TSA have all that?
By the way, I got
know.
almost
They're
all
like,
of it
Who has
wrong,
the best dick in Game of Thrones?
and they still let me through.
At E3, they're really stingy about the IDs My dad didn't bring his ID with him because
They
we
are
Ubered
if you're
it.
not an exhibitor.
Well, we had exhibitor badges. We had
Who was the
Ubisoft.
exhibitor, like 12 people.
We had Ubisoft
Us?
exhibitor badges, and we went to E3, and he didn't have his ID because we Ubered, so he didn't have his license with him. He had to Google himself to prove that he was who he was because they wouldn't let him into E3.
Totally douchey.
It was the fucking
and
funniest
I
thing.
can say that's totally douchey because I have done that.
Have
It's-
you
It just feels
really?
like it's like, well, I don't have ID, but I can look up my name and that's me.
I
It's
should have
like,
tried that for
it's-
the TSA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That
no.
would have saved me
That-
so
that's-
much
it-
time.
But I find it so
feels
funny
like
that it
such
had
a
to
low
happen.
moment.
Yeah.
Like you're like,
It is.
He was,
yeah.
and like the dude was totally. It was one of those
Pardon
yellow
me.
shirts. And he
Allow
was
me
just
to
like,
Google
Yeah.
myself, and it will
Don't
answer
you
all
know
your
who I
questions.
am?
That's what he
Yeah.
didn't want. He didn't want to do a "Don't you know who I am?" But he's like, listen. He just like took out
It's
his
the
phone,
digital version of that.
Googled
yeah.
himself, and was like, "Can I just go in? I just want to walk the floor
Yeah,
with my
you're
daughter."
making me think though. So, if you can do it on your own phone, you could cheat that.
You
really
totally
easily.
could.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
you absolutely
Well,
If
actually,
they
the
people
first thing
buy
she
that.
ever did in the video game industry was made a fake video game website to get press passes to E3.
It was great.
She was like
for
when she was
you.
19
Thanks,
or
girl.
I mean,
19
that's
or
what
18.
you did back then.
Yeah.
Really, that was.
Yeah, it was that was like
incredible.
2000. That was either 2000 or 2001.
Oh, you don't have to be specific with the dates. Age and all that.
But yeah, that was like my first thing. So I made a fake website, and the next year I took all my friends via my fake website. They were all writers for me. Fucked around. It was amazing.
That's not
And
every
then I
can
actually started
either.
doing real
I
things.
don't know.
Because you crushed one like to
Yeah.
oblivion, and it's
Did
not
you
in
do
there.
4?
How many
Right.
do you
We've
have?
been here for like
I
7
only had
years.
2. How?
The broadcast department, you guys have anything else to do the rest of the day? Are we killing you guys?
Yeah, no, we should.
Yeah,
They've
yeah.
got they've got some suicide
Yeah.
appointments to get to. So
And we have a
Is that Brian? I can't see because of the lights. Why don't you come out here and say hi? I think people would like Z. Brian is the head of our. Basically, we get just all of our graphic packages and visual effects and 3D graphics and everything. Say hi, Brian. I don't think people have seen you before.
come on,
Poke
get
your
in
head
the shot.
Here, come on in here, buddy.
Well, don't duck under
Behind the
it.
table. There you go.
There you go.
Okay, you're
You want a beer?
working, you're working, and good.
Nailed it.
There you go. Well, Bernie's gonna get you a drink for the end.
Bernie's the bartender.
We're right at the end anyway, so it's like half a beer. How about that?
Sounds good to me.
And listen, it's not how bad I pour. It's just it's friggin' taps.
Nothing's
No, it's-
worse than
it's
me
fine.
pouring,
Gay
though.
It's definitely
Cheers to you.
Is
Right
it,
off
is
the
it end of
bat.
the keg or
Brian,
something?
we didn't point this out on the podcast,
It's just him.
but Let's Play Live is coming up, and
Yeah.
Brian is behind all the graphics packages that'll be up on Let's Play Live and entertaining
What I'm
people.
working on right now.
Yeah, so it's a lot of work to do in a short amount of time. So for everything, Kind of Funny Live 2 was great.
Yeah, it
And,
was.
Oh, I wish
Let's
I was
Play
there.
Live is gonna be a fucking
How
blast.
was your
in LA.
stand-up?
I heard
Dude,
you
I
did
never.
stand-up.
I said I'd done it for the second time, but really it's just kind of hosting stuff. That was the longest I've ever done a monologue on my own, and it was like it was intimidating, but
it was
great. It was great.
Well, you and I had
For
talked,
me, it was great. For the audience, it was okay.
you and I had talked at one point about how was it early in the company you wanted people to do stand-up.
I put people through 6 weeks of improv training when we started doing shorts, and people were okay with that. But then I was going to put people after that through stand-up training and said you had to do 5 minutes at an open mic. People were literally saying to me, "I will quit working here if you make me do fucking stand-up," which I
Open
totally
mic
get.
is terrifying.
It's the whole thing is terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I was lucky that I got to do it as part of like a hosting thing. So
Yeah.
I still think it's a good idea though.
Send everybody to
do it.
UCB.
you want to do it?
I will totally do it.
All right. Well, you and I should do it together. How about that?
There you go.
I'll come.
You'll
I'll
come
watch.
and heckle.
I'll come.
I'll
I'll have the
tomatoes.
2-drink
Bet you
minimum.
will, Michael.
Yeah, Michael, you're like one of the few people I know. You could probably do an hour of stand-up with no preparation.
Right, it'd
Yeah.
be awful, but I'd do it.
I mean, don't you do it every Friday? From 12
Two and
to,
it was 2.5 hours today.
From 12
It's
to
not great.
12 to
though.
whenever.
Still going,
sometime.
actually.
Yeah.
Still going. All right, all done?
Sure.
All right.
Done? Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
cheers to you guys.
Hey.
Thanks for having me on Off Topic Podcast.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Clink all the glasses.
Ryan.
Brian is building
Brian.
Diet Cokes. I got a second one there.
So, tune in next week. There'll be another assortment of people here. Maybe we could get like an Asian on next week.
Yeah.
You need to keep getting people on their
I'm just
soapboxes.
saying, it'd be good.
Diversity.
It was good. It
Yeah.
was great.
No
It
genders.
was good.
No, just gender-free.
Gender.
I want a gender-free
Should we
off
Non-binary.
topic.
do no genders? How do we do no
Zero-
genders?
no.
How do we even
Gender-free.
do that?
We have a
We're
doctor
a
over there.
very
and he-
progressive company.
Yeah.
We just
I'm
know
saying we
zero
put a
genders.
doctor over there, and he just.
So they're like
Just like-
mannequins?
It's like the
Yeah,
extreme
it's like,
version
it's
of
like
a mole.
slice and then like kind of smooth over.
Mega
I
unit.
swear
Yeah,
next week
just
I'll bring
tuck
you
Then
it
you
in.
can get a mechanical
Okay.
one.
There you go.
Okay, well, thanks for
Yeah.
watching
Replace
our
it with something
first
high-tech.
incredibly exciting post show. I have no other message. God damn it, Ryan.